And for more insight into the issue of kids and guns in the United States, I spoke to Edward Smith. He's an attorney, a community activist, and the former Deputy General Counsel for the 2009 Presidential Inaugural Committee. We started our conversation by talking about allowing guns in schools and if people like security guards and teachers should be the first line of defense.
I think it would have a terrible impact, particularly here in the District of Columbia. I don't believe that guns have a place in the school, and I think the problem isn't too few guns, but rather too many. And here I know that the people of the District of Columbia, but also around the entire country, it's not really a case where people are looking for more guns in our school and classrooms, particularly in the hands of largely your teachers. These are educators. They're not security personnel.
So you don't buy into the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun? I
don't, but if it is a good guy with a gun, it's a police officer with a gun, not another civilian. There you're just increasing the likelihood that you'll have unarmed bystanders, again, being shot likely by the civilian as would be by the offender.
Some Americans see inspirational stories of young children who enter adult shooting competitions. Do you think that that helps show the good side or the positive side of gun culture in the United States?
I understand that things differ depending on what region of the U.S. you're looking at, and that in some parts of the country, children shooting guns is a very common thing and perhaps indeed part of gun culture. I think that, at least in the District of Columbia, the answer is not guns in the hands of children. We need fewer guns in the hands of children. 18,000 children are killed or injured by guns each year. That's 50 a day, and it is the second leading cause of death for our children ages 1 to 18, right behind auto accidents.
There's also the argument that kids and guns, it's a parenting issue, not a political issue.
While I recognize that parenting is a key part of this conversation and always should be, it is absolutely a political issue because it impacts all of us in our society and how safe all of us are. If it were simply a matter of a conversation between a child and a parent, that were one thing. But really, we're talking about safety within our homes and our families and also on our streets. And having guns in the hands of children only makes things more dangerous.
And there's such a different way of thinking, a mentality toward guns here in the United States than other countries around the world.
Oh, but far, far different here. And I think, unfortunately, in the U.S., you have 88 guns per 100 citizens. You'll find that, no surprise, that's the highest among developed countries. And yet, if you look at the rate of deaths by gun, it's also the highest here in the U.S. among developers. But then if you take Japan, where guns are significantly smaller, a mere fraction of what we have in the U.S., you'll find also that the number of deaths by gun is also the lowest in the world. And so it's no accident that we have the most guns per capita and the most gun deaths among the developed countries, and that the country that has the fewest guns per capita also has the fewest gun deaths per capita.
All right, Edward Smith, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.